Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say. Geralt, you should know we've angered some powerful people. This meeting could change much. Patience, Witcher. Yes, Dandelion brought him here and explained. I do. And that Geralt I like. You never broached the subject directly. I guess the amnesia removed certain barriers. You're more open. I suppose that's progress. Unfortunately, though I admit there were times when you followed your heart. Embarrassed? We don't have to talk about it anymore. Just remember to think your decisions through. Well, that won't tell us anything about your amnesia. Hopefully we'll learn more in the future. Patience. We're on the right path. It's a beautiful ring. Well, I'd like you to spend more time with Alvin. The boy needs some discipline. I'm not jealous. I'd just like to know where we are. Well, I registered you as residing here. I knew I could count on you. Is Shani clear about this? No? Then go tell her the boy stays with me. End it. Falsely, of course. Long story. When you men went chasing around, think and talk about your decisions. This just might be the right path to restoring your memory. How noble of you. And what of the famous Witcher's neutrality? You're drowning in your sense of decency, though it always gets you in trouble. If you could only remember how many times you've been driven by your heart, what you believed was right, you wouldn't be surprised by your choice. All right, but be careful. You haven't changed, Geralt. Still bothered by your solitude and the derision you face, though you rarely admit that. I don't know if you've chosen well, but the Geralt I knew would have done the same. On instinct? The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know? Tend to any unfinished business in Vizima, and prepare. Afterwards it may be too late. Geralt, before we pursue Salamandra, I need to figure out these magic anomalies. Honey, you could spend some time with Alvin. He needs a father. Quiet! Alvin's asleep. You heard me? Sorceress business. Nothing important. Come to the banquet. If you like, we'll talk there. Great. In time for our meeting with Luvarden. We'll discuss it with him. Love, makes me think of blood coursing madly, crimson red, rubies. So you love me and have forgotten her? I could, but I don't want to. If you give me a ring, I'll treat it as a pledge. If you don't, I'll try to understand. See you, Witcher. I had to make a few promises to learn about Salamandra. Trust me, it was nothing important. Incredible, they're actually signed. Taller lied. Though these signatures do seem forged, and therein lies the voice of reason. Hysterics and madmen who led youths to certain death always angered you. I'm not surprised you chose the order. The obsession with humanity and a Witcher's calling. I should have known. I'll send them to an expert. We'll have to be patient. Dandelion told me. Why is Alvin with Shani? Please think about it, Geralt. We needn't talk. A symbolic gift would do. Say a ring? Interesting. Why did you decide to help the non-humans? Progress already? I think you had a reason. But you need to figure out what it was. I can't help you there. All right, but be quick. Well, you seem to be at full strength. It must be that unusual Witcher's metabolism. By some miracle, I decided to look for Salamandra using unconventional methods. Very good ones. You'll learn it all in due time. To get this information, I had to agree not to tell you. Only the quarter's residents are allowed to move about. I have a house here, so I was able to get a pass. You've forgotten everything? He must have immense powers. Elder blood must course through his veins. Sure you're not spoiling Alvin? I don't want him getting fussy. It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location. 6 this evening. Here's the pass that makes you official in the trade quarter. I don't know how to talk to her. She's your friend. Settle it with her. I'd be grateful. One more thing. Children of elder blood attract creatures from the beyond, ghosts and specters. You might find this scroll useful. Speak. Then get out of my sight. I'll inform the interested parties. Geralt, you reek, and have woken all the neighbors. What kind of role model are you? Pure coincidence. I was scanning for magic anomalies and happened upon a false trail set by Kalkstein. I'm glad that's settled. Alvin needs someone who knows magic. The gift of Lara. We must rein in Alvin's destructive abilities. Hurry, fetch him from the hospital. A boy named Alvin at St. Lebioda's hospital. Always eager to please. You need to take a stand on the world's problems. It doesn't matter what position, just that you choose one. A strong identity may help restore your memory. Exactly. Your memory should return in due course. Recover your memory? I doubt anyone can. But there's a small chance. From what I saw, I think you would benefit by creating a stable personality. I couldn't help it. Your thoughts were quite loud. In any case, I know about your recent adventures. Important people will attend. Fine, but we need to make sure Alvin's no longer in danger. Yes, I'd appreciate it if you could help me figure them out. But back to your health. Geralt, you're sweet, you know. The only one I trust. You've endured a lot. Time for a reward. The little one's asleep, so let me show you some real magic. I don't know. The alchemist is still there, examining solid stone, but he won't find anything. The greater anomalies are here in Vizima. You misunderstood me. Physically, nothing's wrong. It's your mind that worries me. Well, in addition to a quarantine, the authorities of Vizima have imposed martial law. You raved for hours. I had no choice but to read your thoughts to learn about your injuries and which poisons you took this time. Geralt, I wanted to talk to you about the future. About us. Not readily? Your friend Shawnee refuses to hand him over. She has no idea what the entire city faces if he spins out of control. I saw a perfect wall cavity in the trade quarter near Town Hall. Place one there, a second in the temple quarter near the entrance to the sewers, and the third in Vizima's cemetery. I'm a sorceress, remember? And you think so loud, I can't help reading your mind. Various things can cause them, but more importantly, they can be the cause of true evil. When I last felt this way, you and a sorceress were trying to capture a genie, destroyed half a city in the process. You probably have no recollection, but a lot hung in the balance. I could use your help. I have some magic sensors that need to be placed around Vizima. They'll help us locate the anomaly's source. Interesting. Why help the Order? What drove you to do that? I'll be there. See you. Oh, I nearly forgot. You're so good with Alvin. Do you have any idea what you've done? You've sold out the city for a redhead. Get out of here before I turn you into the pig you are. I know. As soon as you did, I scanned all of Vizima and found the source of the anomaly. We'll create a typical Radcliffe triangle. You know, of course, that triangulation is most effective in these cases. No. I don't want you turning into my vision of Geralt. I want you to decide for yourself who you are, without looking back. Geralt, please, this is important. Including Princess Ada, whose curse you lifted? Apparently, she's slightly obsessed with you. Luvarden, a merchant, wants to see you. He hosts banquets at the new Naracourt. It only covers the trade quarter, which you haven't entered. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers. With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base. We'll talk to Luvarden about it. Interesting. Let me see. Well, that won't tell us anything about your amnesia. Hopefully we'll learn more in the future. Unfortunately. Though I admit there were times when you followed your heart, the obsession with humanity, and a witcher's calling. I should have known. Any progress? On instinct? Interesting. Why did you decide to help the non-humans? I do. And that, Geralt, I like. Think and talk about your decisions. This just might be the right path to restoring your memory. You never broached the subject directly. I guess the amnesia removes certain barriers. You're more open. I suppose that's progress. You haven't changed, Geralt. Still bothered by your solitude and the derision you face, though you rarely admit that. I don't know if you've chosen well, but the Geralt I knew would have done the same. Laura Doranep Sheadal was no normal elf, more like a genetic bomb. She was to couple with another genetically special individual and bear an even more exceptional child. Not now, darling. The walls have ears. We'll talk at home. But that never happened. Lara fell in love with Cregennan of Lod, a mage, a human. Lara and Cregennan's children, known as those of elder blood, proved hard to follow. Thus the sorcerers who had hatched the plan lost control of their precious gene. Interesting. Why help the Order? What drove you to do that? I think you had a reason, but you need to figure out what it was. I can't help you there. Patience. We're on the right path. And therein lies the voice of reason. Hysterics and madmen who led youths to certain death always angered you. I'm not surprised you chose the Order. Witcher. Geralt, I spoke with Declan. A long, complex story, but I'll keep it short. Not readily. Your friend Shawnee refuses to hand him over. She has no idea what the entire city faces if he spins out of control. I need some time to myself. Come back later. You've forgotten everything. He must have immense powers. Elder blood must course through his veins. How noble of you. And what of the famous Witcher's neutrality? You're drowning in your sense of decency, though it always gets you in trouble. If you could only remember how many times you've been driven by your heart, what you believed was right, you wouldn't be surprised by your choice. Embarrassed? We don't have to talk about it anymore. Just remember to think your decisions through. I'm glad you're here. I've learned a lot about Salamandra. Let's talk later. I need to consult with Declan. Their influence has spread further than we thought. We're no longer able to face them ourselves. Declan will make you an offer. Interesting. Let me see. A boy named Alvin at St. Lebioda's hospital. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers. The two of you should talk. I know. As soon as you did, I scanned all of Vizima and found the source of the anomaly. Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept. I don't know how to talk to her. She's your friend. Settle it with her. I'd be grateful. One more thing. Elder blood attracts creatures from the beyond, ghosts and specters. You might find this scroll useful, the gift of Lara. We need to rein in Alvin's destructive abilities. Hurry, fetch him from the hospital. With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base. At home, Geralt. At home. Anything more interesting in mind? I need to speak with Luvarden. We'll talk later. Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed. We thank you for your invitation. Geralt, have you met Taller? Of course. We shan't be bothering you. Come, Geralt. Smile, Witcher. This won't take long. The minx didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'd be careful. I have the distinct impression she's got her eye on you. Something nasty lurks behind that innocent face. Later, Geralt. Come on. This isn't so bad. Let's mingle. Here we are. Wipe that frown off your face. You'll be fine. Really. You know I can conjure up orgasms, too. Are you kidding? Sorcery at parties is considered very unseemly. Excuse me, Geralt. I must speak with Luvarden. Catoblepis steak. Rare for the princess. I'll be with you shortly. Give us a moment, please. Geralt, don't be fooled. Anything you say may have political ramifications. I need to speak with Luvarden. You behave yourself. Beware of anyone who tries to pry information from you. I'll do better myself. What's important? You've met everyone who's anyone. Velerad is King Foltest's right hand. Geralt, allow me to introduce Burgomeister Velerad. Excuse us, Burgomeister, but we need to say hello to the other guests. Geralt will be here soon. I'm sensing a disturbance in the power. This could mean trouble. Dak Ambra der Hadrin. It's duet. We were waiting. We'll deal with those conditions later. Everything's ready. He's right, Geralt. This may be our only chance. Akimbaga hara. Dak Ambra der Hadrin. I was worried. Misunderstandings do arise between different members of the Order, but I take it we're clear about what we're doing. This may be our only chance. Akimbaga hara. Kalkstein. He's an old Vizima. He's certainly not short on knowledge and would help you. If I knew, this would be over. I know. I'd like to help you. I said, don't call me that. Alvin might be anywhere. There's no way to locate him. What will you screw up next? Clearly, he has enough power to teleport himself anywhere, perhaps even through time. Frankly, I never guessed he'd bypass the Dimeridium. That would be a feat for many sorcerers. Don't call me that. People might mistake us for more than acquaintances, and I cannot be friends with someone who doesn't trust me. While we're at it, where's Alvin? What do you want? You and that incompetent troubadour are like irresponsible and short-sighted children. This would never have happened if Alvin had been with me. But the Witcher knew better and does as he pleases. Thank you, Geralt. You should try to locate the remaining pieces of this armor, then use them to create a new suit. Start by searching some of the ancient grave sites in the swamp. Don't concern yourself. I know you're busy with Yavin and his elven friends. You made your choice, Geralt. Geralt, years ago when you first removed the curse, you ordered the princess to wear a necklace with an inclusion. Juniper, broom, and hazel branches were to be burned in her chambers. True, but the king has placed me under his, protection. Tell me, where's Alvin? She's a Striga, Geralt. We both know that curses don't cast themselves. Definitely. In a sense, I'm a political prisoner. I could teleport away, but that would be highly inappropriate, and I still have a few matters to settle here. Geralt, I was worried about you. Yes, someone close to her who knew the secret. Velerad might know something. Legend says the gnomes once made a suit of armor for a witcher named Raven, light and durable. It didn't constrain movement. If you found the remains of the armor, perhaps it could be built again. I can't tell you. For the time being, my position is tenuous. If you help Foltest with the Striga, maybe you could vouch for me. I could resolve a few things and go free. How about it? Ask me a question. Have you heard of gnomic armor? Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I had hoped the amulet would block those abilities. I wouldn't dream of boring you with them. I know you're busy slaying non-humans. We'd sell what we grew to buy copper pots, iron rakes. Geralt, hold me. Geralt. But I don't want to lose you. Oh, excuse me. Quelling a rebellion. Is that what they call it? Eliminating terrorists? I see no difference. A house. Nice dream. You could breed horses and sheep. I'd tend the garden, cook meals. We'd age with dignity. Evenings you'd play bagpipes of your own making as a remedy for my gloom. I'm here. These are trying times. We just need to survive. We can dream again when the madness passes. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Geralt, say something. I love you too, Geralt. To the end of time. Oh, Geralt. Another time. They're coming. Go. I detest tearful goodbyes. Since when do I need your permission to cause trouble? Or you mine, for that matter. Come with me. We'll speak later. Geralt, there's no sense staying here. We don't know what Salamandra is planning. You need to enter their base. Geralt, shall we? I could hardly desert you. I think so too. So before I left the castle, I snatched a key to the crypt. From there we can enter the catacombs beneath the manor. What was that? No, I'll stay here. I've still got strength left, so those mutants are going to taste some fire. Yes, you? Scoia'tael are murdering humans, the Order is slaying non-humans, and Foltest soldiers are trying to restore order. So far it's a tie. Oh, lords. But that means... Geralt, you're here. After the Striga's death, Foltest grew so gloomy, I wouldn't want to be his enemy. Fortunately, we've made an agreement that will limit the number of corpses. Not tragic, either. Now that you've cured Ada, like any reasonable monarch, Foltest has approached the Lodge about an alliance. The Lodge will provide the support he needs to retain his throne and restore order. I told you I could handle them. What happened below? I know, Geralt. I know. He's very charismatic, with a talent for magic of the wild kind. I saw a boat at the dock. Let's meet there. Great. Learn anything about who's behind Salamandra? Like a source, he uses the power intuitively. He had no mentor and attended no magic academies. I checked. He probably tamed the power through tremendous discipline, typical of religious sectarians. Hard to say. He shields himself well, thanks to you, among others. But most importantly, hundreds of lives will be saved. I believe it's time we finalized our agreement, sire. I will counsel and support you with wise words and magic. Geralt, Foltest should learn of the Grand Master's betrayal. We need to talk to the king. Doubtless with that ambitious pup Radovid of Redania. So what's this historic moment, Dandelion? We have to stop him. We'll have to get dirty. The only way to the monastery leads through the sewers. Not since a Zoogle made its nest there. A big one. Geralt, what would you do without me? Wait here. I'll be back in a blink. The Order shows its true face. Typical. A mob led by a madman. Again, someone will have to decide for them. This time, it'll be us. He's bet it all, releasing mutated knights against the people. Even the pious Siegfried was duped. I'm right behind you, Geralt. We need to hurry, Geralt. It's somewhere in the sewers. Any advice? Are you sure that's what they want? I should have. Let's go. Almost there. We'll find Jacques de Aldersberg in the monastery. I doubt it found a mate. I'm serious. We need to hurry. How could that madman release his mutated knights into the city? Here we must part. It's more than a dream. Should you die here, your death will be very real. I shall accompany you, assist you. But only a blizzard follows us, with nothing beyond it but death. At the heart of the vision, he controls all. You must go on alone. The unexpected awaits you here. You're stronger than the Grand Master thought. You summoned me. The Grand Master invited you into a vision of the future enclosed in his mind, yet you brought your own visions and specters. Good luck, Geralt. You'll reach him soon. Don't give up. Look, Alvin. I'll stop Savola. The mantis is your job. I don't know. I blocked him, though he tried to scramble the link. Not an easy feat. Savola tried contacting him telepathically, but I cut him off. Unlikely. Geralt, please don't challenge him. Someone powerful, capably disguised helped Savola. Without that, I would have conquered his defenses in the lower courtyard. Not now, Geralt! We'll talk once it's safe. Hard to say. I know neither him nor his specialty, and I don't like the situation. Pure magic energy, completely chaotic and uncontrollable. Its power opens up nearly unlimited possibilities. Fortunately, no one has yet mastered a power storm. I found the Wild Hunt. Its leader was calling your name. I told the Witchers to follow the hunt. It's only a sliver of the puzzle that is the magical theory of power elements. I saw you die. It was somehow connected to the magic storm. That was some show. I thought I'd be mourning you again. Geralt! Open the gate! Quick! The gate! Zirana Weza! Onota Deata! Veas Ker Morhote Oria Vea! Damn, he's blocking me. Geralt, you're outnumbered. Run along the wall. Geralt, quickly, run along the wall. Geralt, you haven't recovered yet. Hurry, join us. A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic lights is about all he can muster. I'll figure something out. I'll try. The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwin. A real maggot. I don't recognize the sorcerer. I'm going then. Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, The plague. You're all children. Why didn't you mention the circle? Only I can break the barrier. I'm going inside. Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening. That's nice, Eskel, but I'm teleporting to your lab. Savola is mentally connected to the other mage. I'll use him as a beacon, and I could lose you along the way. I said I didn't know him. I think we should protect the lab above all. I'm a big girl. I'll manage. Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening. If the mage aligned with the circle, he can create a stable portal through which he'll travel to anywhere on the continent, taking your equipment with him. Ah! My head! Quick! To the lab! It's so beautiful here. I'm feeling stronger. I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own. That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me. I missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us. He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left. Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely. Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me? Perhaps. Anything's possible, but speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information. Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. No matter. I have something I'd like to teach you. Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end? You don't remember anything? Geralt, can we go? Come on then. Oh, yes. Thank you, Geralt. Meet me outside. That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. I'm so glad to see you. What? I need some air. I can still hear Lambert barking. I'll speak with Vesemir and wait for you. Will you come to see me? I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever. Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... The powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. Geralt, a pleasure, as always. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. You're right. Give me a minute to pack. I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me? This could be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl. It restores endurance. Very useful when fighting mages. Drink the potion. We can't afford to lose any more time. Hurry! Open the gate! Hurry, Geralt! We can't hold them much longer! Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen. In due time, Lambert. Lambert and Eskel were supposed to fix them yesterday. Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you. And you can't let the bandits in the lab. I mean the laboratory, and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens. Geralt, finally. What ungodly beast is that from? No matter. You had this coming. Don't do that! You just pissed off a sorceress. Geralt, I'll teach him to respect a sorceress. If they want to fight, I'll give them one. I almost feel sorry for you. Not quite appropriate, wouldn't you say? I don't know what you meant by that, and I'd rather not guess. Stop! Stop, I said! Geralt, take that away. Should you be up? I'd rather make sure you've recovered completely. Don't worry. This won't hurt a bit. Men can do nothing but talk and then always claim the initiative. I should be able to convince him. I know. You're mistaken. I have him under control. And not just him. They're all leading out of my hand. I regret that Foltest is away at the summit, but I trust you'll tend to the King's Council. I must get back. I'll contact you when it's all over. Yes, I made an offer and he accepted. He claims his superiors had similar plans, but we beat them to it. You wish, Witcher. Barely breathing, and you're back to full health. Time flows slowly at Kaer Morhen. Geralt, barely 2 days have passed since they found you. Remember anything? Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane. The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them. They're breaking through. They're breaking through. Quickly, defend the laboratory. They're ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him. Hurry. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon. Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima. I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.